A failure 17 years ago to pursue a drug to stop another coronavirus, SARS, in its tracks. That result paved the way in December for the new coronavirus. So says Rutgers University founding director of the Institute for Quantitative Biomedicine, Dr. Stephen Burley. Burley and his team now are helping the world put a bullseye on the novel coronavirus. Among the latest casualties, an elderly couple from the quarantined Princess Diamond cruise ship in Japan.
This is the editor for the coronavirus.
Senior biocurator Brian Hudson explains once the coronavirus invades a human cell, the enzyme on the screen helps its proteins to infect other cells and other people. A Shanghai company recently made a discovery of an inhibitor inside the enzyme and produced a 3D structure.
There's another chemical that's covalently bound, that's attached through a chemical bond to the protein. That's the white stick figure here. And this has stopped the protein in its tracks. And if this were happening inside a human cell, the virus would not be able to replicate, and the infection would not be able to progress within the person.
Dr. Burley and his team are federally funded to share such discoveries through the 49-year-old Worldwide Protein Data Bank. Rutgers and two other universities lead the U.S. operation of the Protein Data Bank, open to millions of scientists, professors, and pharmaceutical companies for research. Dr. Burley says the infection machine in the coronavirus is nearly identical to the one in SARS that his private practice team discovered in 2003.
Their evolutionary relationship is so close that had an effective blocker of the SARS main protease been discovered and developed in 2003, it would stop the current infection in its tracks.
Why wasn't it?
The SARS virus epidemic died down, and there was no appetite for investing large sums of money in the discovery of a drug for a disease that had already departed.
Do you consider that a mistake by...
I think all the decisions that were made at the time were rational, but with the benefit of 20/20 hindsight, which is what hindsight is, we now know that that coronaviruses will continue to jump the species barrier to human. We know these coronaviruses are very highly conserved throughout evolution, and it's likely that a drug effective against one coronavirus, if the target is chosen in such a way that we focus our efforts on the evolutionarily conserved targets, the ones that are similar from virus to virus to virus,
right,
that we could have a drug or perhaps a family of drugs available to manage virus infections going forward.
Just how important is this protein data bank to humankind? Professor Burley sums it up.
Modern biology would look completely different.
Dr. Burley says he's about to publish research showing the Protein Data Bank facilitated the development of more than 95% of the new FDA-approved anti-cancer agents from 2010 to 2018. Reason for hope in the fight against the new coronavirus and perhaps viruses to come.